5, 4, 3, 2.
Can you give me a name, please?
Yeah, my name is Carlos Mavins. Yeah, that's right, African American with the Hispanic name. I always grew up with people kind of laughing at that. They would always say, "Are you Hispanic? Are you Mexican?" Nah, just name Carlos.
That's cool. So your shirt says Duke. Is that where you go to school?
No, actually, I just love Duke basketball, and it was cold outside, so long sleeve. But I actually am a transfer student from Texas A&M. Hey, whoop! So that's the school I rep. People always ask me
But where
about
do you
that.
go to school now?
I go to Tennessee State, but you know how it is. Like let's say you're a fan of a sports team, right? You like the Lakers, for example. So when you switch states or something like that, you're not gonna switch teams. You're gonna stick with, who your team is. And I'm not like a bandwagon kind of guy. I'm an Aggie for life. I just be repping the blue, but for TSU. But deep down on the inside, I'm always gonna be Texas A&M kind of guy.
Okay, so what brought you to TSU?
Well,
Since you love Texas A&M.
I was doing mechanical engineering, and it just wasn't working out. When you pray and ask God for your purpose, you just kind of get, a different sense of direction or whatever. He kind of speaks to you. So I was just praying, really trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I was doing engineering for the money, and it's not about the money. You gotta really find what you're passionate about. So I figured this communication deal out. And they don't have the resources. They don't have studio, camera, the hands-on type of stuff that TSU offers. So I really like the city of Nashville, and I didn't really know what I was getting into, HBCU and stuff, because I'd never been here. But I just prayed about it, and this is what God sent me, and it's been good so far.
Do you feel, and you talk a lot about God, do you feel like God plays a big role? You think that God should play a big role in a student's matriculation, their progression while they're in college? Do you feel like, how do you feel like your relationship with God, how do you feel like that changes your college experience?
Yeah, so it's some things that you can't do alone. Some people have addiction to certain things, and they can't do it by themselves. You can say, I'm going to stop having sex, I'm going to stop doing drugs, but you just can't do it alone. So you have to go to a higher power, And with me, I kind of lost myself. I was doing a lot of bad stuff I shouldn't have been doing. So I needed to switch it up, and I couldn't do it alone. So the first thing was I needed to change up my environment, my social life. And that was hard, So I leaned on God to give me a sense of direction. Lead me where you want me to go. And, He's been the answer and just been the rock. And, just in life in general, when you go through things, just struggles with losing family members and loved ones or this and that, bankruptcy or whatever your situation might be, sometimes your friend, mom and daddy, they can't really relate to you. So that's when you really find strength, strength in God, and you just lean on Him. So I've just always had a close connection to Him, and my faith is just very strong. And, a lot of people stress. I don't stress. I'm at peace. I'm always a happy kind of person. That's because I just lean on Him for everything. When I have a problem, I just put it over to Him, and He'll never let me down.
Yeah. Is there anything in particular that you would say to maybe a freshman or a sophomore who is struggling with themselves? Do you have any advice that you would give to that?
Yeah, so the first thing is you have to find your purpose. And it's a book that I encourage everybody to go check out called The Purpose-Driven Life by Rick Warren. When I read that book, it just changed my life. It gave me a sense of purpose, sense of fulfillment. When you really find out your purpose in life, then you can find your passion and excel in it, So that's the first thing. And then I have this theory to where once you're done with your 4 years, you should be changed in 5 areas. Socially, intellectually, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Those 5 areas. If you're not changed in those 5 areas, then you didn't get the full college experience, So as a freshman, sophomore, wherever you are within your college experience, you evaluate your life, sit back and think about it, and figure out what you can do so that you can really grasp this college experience, whether it be going to a different school, hanging around different people, a different major, or whatever, You have to figure it out. Within these 4 years, once it's done, it's done. So if you didn't get what you needed, it's your fault. We all grown here. So take responsibility and make some moves if you have to.
Well, Mr. Carlos, thank you for your time. You've been a great guest on our show, and I appreciate you.
Yeah, so a few other things I want to talk about is.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Everybody can follow me at Mavins on social media. And that's about it. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, no problem.